Mike's Daily Podcast.
Very good. This is very good. Episode 1099. Can you believe it? We're one away from 1100. Wow. Fanfare here. Da 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 da. Very good. My name is Mike Matthews. Welcome to Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont. Today we bring you the return of the much-loved segment called The Daily Hayley. We explain why we call it that segment and all that coming up. Mike's Daily Podcast. Plus we hear from Madam Rootabega, Valentino, Bison, Bentley. Yeah. Mike's Daily Podcast. Well, yesterday I was walking my dog and I saw a coyote and I freaked because they are apparently able to eat my dog if they want to. Thankfully they didn't yesterday. It was really far away from us. I was walking my dog in the area of Anthony Mike's Daily Podcast Chabot Park in the East Bay, and it was way up the trail and it was just laying there. Mike's but Daily as we neared podcast, it got up and walked away. Yeah. But coyotes are interesting. I thought at first, is that a fox? No, wait, foxes are small. This thing has a fluffy tail, pointed ears. Interesting. You know what? We had a lot of wildlife. Oh, and then as I'm driving back home, right there on the side of the road, a huge deer is walking just kind of walking along the side of the road. I stopped the car because this road is not busy. Nobody's on it. And it's got these huge antlers, and it just stares at me. I'm staring at it. My dog didn't even see it. Basil would have just jumped right out the window if he had seen this deer, but apparently he was looking the other way. I'm just looking at this deer, and it walks away. I live in the frickin' wilderness. But no, I live in the East. I live in the Bay Area. I live like right next door to Oakland. And there's all this wilderness stuff going on. Well, that's pretty much the show. Someone's supposed to walk in at some point. I think Madam Rootabega. Oh, let's look at the podcast picture.
And here's today's podcast picture.
The podcast picture today is not of you, Madam Rootabega, who is about to walk in. She hasn't heard her cue yet. Madam Rootabega, come in. She doesn't care. Oh, there she goes. Hello, my good masters, Madam Rootabega. I am not in the podcast picture. Oh. Well, we need to have Shelly Shoehart on. She hasn't been. Shelly Shoehart on. That just didn't sound right. She's going to be in the podcast picture today. She hasn't been on in a while. And then I'm going to post it on Instagram, and I'm going to hashtag it redhead, because she's a redhead. And people are going to freaking like my Instagram post, because they're going to be, oh my gosh, redheads are awesome. Okay, Michael Master, that's wonderful. Thank you for telling me that. You're welcome. Yeah, it's going to be great. You're welcome to see the picture at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST-1099-Deer, where we also have links to all the places you can listen to this show. It's in so many places. If you haven't liked us on what are you doing on? Oh, rate. If you rate us on iTunes, that helps us out. And more people come into the cafe anyway. Look who just also walked in. Hello there, Mike. It's Valentino, the party attendant. And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that? Mike, how come the Bernie Sanders isn't getting to debate Hillary Day? Yeah, why do they want to debate each other? Do you know that? Hillary's like saying no to Bernie. Hillary's numbers are going down pretty bad. Against Trump. So this is it's a bizarre time of the political season. No more Cruz, no more Rubio or Kasich, but we've got the Democratic thing going on. I pretty much summed it up for you. Yes, and then we also have the wonderful Amazon link. If you're going to buy anything on Amazon, click on that link and buy whatever it was you're going to buy on Amazon. That helps us out. I don't know if you're in a happy relationship or not. But if you are, it's wonderful that you know, it's all about communication. And that's pretty much it. Speaking of communication, let's communicate with the wonderful Hayley in the segment that we are now returning to call this.
The Daily Hayley. The almost Daily Hayley.
It's the Daily Hayley! Haley's here!
This is weird. We haven't done a segment like this in a long time because I've just been on the show.
This is the first one.
It's not the first one.
In a long time?
In a long time.
Yeah, well, you know, it's the first one we've ever done actually in the shh, don't tell anyone. We're actually in the main studio using the main studio mics, and we're doing like a show like they would do live on the AM radio.
Except we don't have to pay for it.
And we have a producer. We have Marco, who you heard at the end of the last podcast was texting me.
Yeah, he's here.
Marco is engineering our recording.
He's been here for 2 days, and we've already conscripted him into this podcasting shenanigans.
We've conscripted him. He's all conscripted by a boa constrictor. And, you know, he's going to be doing this sort of thing all the time, so we're kind of giving him a little training session for clients.
Not
us.
Not podcastings.
No. This will probably be the only time. You're okay, Marco, you don't have to do this anymore with us. This is the one and only time. So I have some notes, like we're a real talk show.
Right.
First off...
And it's not the smallest sticky note I've ever seen.
No, yeah, usually I use scratch paper. Today, what did I use the back of? Oh, my real estate agent. She sends me out these horrible, newsletter things.
Right, and they put their stupid face on the front.
Buffini. Do you know who Buffini is?
No.
He's not a buffoon.
You sure?
He's a Buffini. Actually, he was on our money station once. But he's like this total real estate guy. He thinks like radio people. Like, we've always got to be top of mind. We always got, if you run a radio station.
Yeah.
Here's what you do. You got to always be on your customer's mind. So send them these letters all the time.
Right.
That have helpful hints. Like,
and then we can use them to shuffle against the microphone.
Later on. So that's what you want to do, is send out these helpful hint newsletters that Mike can write on the back of later and hit the microphone with. The expensive microphone, sorry. Well, there's a muff foam thing. This was for New Year's to teach us how to get good habits for 2016. And Buffini is a bizarre name.
Bizarre Feeney.
So that
doesn't work. I'm tired.
We had ramen yesterday. I did.
You had ramen.
I had ramen. You had rice.
We have been trying to get out and go for lunch or something for a while, and we finally did it. And we had a great time. I had a great time. Did you have a great time?
It was great. You didn't notice this because you were in the bathroom, but while you were in the bathroom, the health code people showed up. I'm
really?
Serious. There was a guy there, and he goes, "Okay, did you take care of the things I told you to?" That's why the owner, I don't know if you noticed, he was in a suit.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I think he was trying to charm.
Oh, the last time I went in there, before they had officially opened, because they had a soft opening where they had a big soft opening sign for 6 months. Don't know what that was about. The last time, I think he was dressed pretty nicely, too, so I just thought that's how they did.
Oh! Mm-hmm. Well, it felt like he was trying to impress him or something.
Yeah, that might have also been the case.
It was very good. Oh, and we went to Slap Face Coffee, also in Fremont. Oh, wait. Icky Ramen's in...
Fremont.
It is?
They're both in Fremont.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right at the border, Icky Ramen is.
And Slap Face Coffee, the owner was all nice and gave us ice cream.
Very nice.
Right now, though, if you check in on Yelp or check in on Facebook, they give you free ice cream at Slap Face.
Yeah.
And you get to see the wonderful paintings of Asian women picking their noses on the wall.
That's exactly what the picture is.
And Mike is the owner. He gave us free ice cream, and then he showed us some weird movie, promotional movie he's making for the place.
That was odd. I enjoyed it. It was a fun little experimental film, in a way.
It reminded me of a French film, black and white, a bearded hipster.
Absurdist. Very absurdist.
Very absurdist. He's on the ground. Someone's trying to wake him up. And then he
Gets slapped in the face.
He gets slapped in the face. And that's why they have the name of the coffee that.
Slap face coffee.
And then he took a spoonful of dirt and put it in his coffee. That made no sense.
Yeah. That's not that good of an advertisement for your coffee, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, if putting dirt in your coffee makes your coffee taste better, you might have an issue with your coffee.
And he's got this video on Vivo, or Vimeo?
Oh, Vimeo?
Vimeo or Vivo?
It's Vimeo. Well, Vivo's the music service.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason there.
I love Vimeo.
And then he looked at us after he showed us this little movie, and he looked so sad, the owner of the coffee place.
He kind of looks sad the entire time.
Why does he look so sad?
I don't know. He seemed timid.
Well, maybe it was because he was talking to us. AM radio show. Welcome to Mike and Hayley in the morning.
Us Talk, where we talk only about us.
All right, here's some news.
Okay.
Netflix locks down the Disney rights. So,
good job on making that news interesting.
Netflix, frickin' and Disney, that means Marvel.
Yep.
That means Martha Stewart. That means Kraft. That means tires. That means air. That means everything, doesn't it?
It means media.
That's going to be big. So we'll watch all those old. Probably they'll just show old Marvel stuff
or old Disney stuff.
Edward Norton as the Hulk. No. Caviezel as the Hulk, because it's going to be that old.
Well, that wasn't back when Disney had Marvel.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So I don't know if they still have the rights for that.
It means Frozen.
It means a lot of Frozen. A Frozen revival. Are you ready? I'm not.
I'd say to that, let it go. And then Frances Arnold, she's the first female to win the Millennium Tech Prize. She wins $1.2 million, and she's 59 years old. First woman to do that. What are your thoughts about that?
Okay, what did she win it for? Like, I'm coming in here pretty unprepared.
Invented the sippy cup.
Really?
No, she invented something with the technological that I probably wouldn't understand. That has to do with...
I'm all interested. You, build me up, and then I have no resolution.
Don't criticize me!
I'm gonna criticize you on your own podcast!
This is a show where we're using expensive equipment, and we have windows around us.
We have no budget for preparing.
Richard Karn from Home Improvement is promoting something on the TV in this room.
From Home Improvement?
It's some hose that you use, the rocket hose.
Oh, it's got Dura-Rib technology, apparently. He's the guy that was the
neighbor.
Al? No.
Pamela Anderson was on that show.
Yes, that is true.
And Tim,
I forgot about
Tim
that.
Allen.
Well, yeah, of course. Tim
before
Allen.
he found God, he was. He's all religious now.
That's a pretty family show, so I don't think...
Really? I never watched.
What, Home Improvement? It was like the definitive family comedy, without a doubt. Family values and...
Wait, you didn't watch that, though, did you?
Oh, are you kidding me? My parents watched it religiously.
But then they didn't watch Full House.
Oh, they watched Full House. I didn't watch Full House.
Oh, you didn't watch it. Okay.
Because I was past my conscious years.
I see. You were into your unconscious years.
Yeah.
Okay. I have one more note on my sticky pad.
Go for it. We'll see if we can pull something out of this one.
Car software glitches are on the rise.
That's because car software is on the rise.
Ah.
No, that's not true. But I heard Lexus and Tesla are the two brands with the most glitches.
What?
See? I was almost prepared for this, and I didn't even know it.
Well, I'm never going to drive again. Thank you so much for being on today's show.
You're never going to drive your Lexus or your Tesla that you have in your driveway?
I'm going to avoid those cars.
Uh-huh.
I drove you around yesterday.
You have a nice car.
I was your little car. Thank you. So what are we going to do now that you're... All right, so we have 30 seconds left.
We have 30 seconds left.
We got time, signs, and everything.
That
That's
is
awesome.
weird.
So you're going to be on now and then on the show.
On the show,
Still.
I will be popping in when we can. We'll see what happens.
Excellent. All right. Well,
10 minutes is not enough, but that's all right.
oh my gosh.
We got
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is going to end soon. There's too much stress doing this podcast. Thank you so much, Marco. Woo. Yay, Hayley. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley. Marco's so helpful. Taking I don't know what he's taking. He's giving signs, etc. It was fun to be in that room. We had to leave that room, though. That was wonderful. But Mike, you're at Cafe Anyway. Or you're outside a Cafe Anyway now. I don't understand what's going on with this podcast. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing. But our president is going to be going to Hiroshima. I don't think he has to worry about... that's the question. Radiation levels. What about that? Has it been that long since we dropped the bomb? Oh, yeah, it's been a long time. I guess that bomb wasn't that strong. I mean, it killed a bunch of people, but the radioactivity has gone down enough that our own leader of our country can go there. I'm hoping that's the case anyway. I'm not a scientist. But I guess this wonderful Frances Arnold is. And she is going to save the world with her fixing the car software glitches and her sippy cup. I'm so happy about that. Why on earth did we even bring up Home Improvement on this show? I don't know. I feel like that we took 8 steps backwards doing that, but whatever. Next show, it's going to be Shelley Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the engineer. And it will be FF episode 1100. I can't even begin to tell you how no one cares.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!